Hello guys, we're in the lobby, so I'm just waiting for the game to start, and then I'll begin my shoutcasting. Meanwhile, just to inform you guys, this is there was supposed to be another game at 9, but unfortunately, due to issues, the Team Galaxy In has forfeited that game. So Team ZF8 takes the win. Takes the win by forfeit. Um, Also, this is the first match of the round 2 of beta ladder when the winners start playing with winners. That means teams who have won in round 1 are going to play against each other from this point forward. So it'll be great to watch. So make sure you guys watch these games because it'll be very exciting. At least. So I am waiting for the game to start and then we begin. So the game is starting. So we do have a fun game. So here we are. Game number 1 between Team Reverse Culling and Team Nightmare Stories.
I must not fall.
I'm just gonna go and check back what they played before. Do have the screenshots for them.
You don't have the heart for this.
Before you know, Nightmare Culling has played in the mid lane. Lux, Nightmare Stories has played in the mid lane with Lux, especially. Lux has been a very big pick for them. But I think that's something that people can work around because Lux's stun projectile is pretty slow. On the other hand, I'm interested to see what the Team Reverse Culling mid lane pulls up this time because the last time they played, they had in the first game there was a mid GP, and then there was a mid Morgana, and they won both those games. So I'm curious to see what he pulls out this time around because they do look like they can combine to play very good games. So it's interesting to see because now the tournament is going to get tougher, especially if you're on a winning streak because you do play winners versus winners. So it does get a bit tricky. Last time out, Nightmare Stories did beat ZF8 and Reverse Culling beat Galaxy In. So, and they do lock in the Jarvan pick for the jungle. That's Team Reverse Culling. And on the opposite side, the top laner of Nightmare Stories picks up Trundle. It might be support as well, but it might be top lane because we haven't seen Trundle support being used yet. And then we have the Tristana for the AD carry for the the red team. And then we have the bot lane lock-in from the blue side with Janna and Ezreal. I don't know about Ezreal ADC because Ezreal ADC isn't the best of ADCs in this current situation because it is the era of tanks, and Ezreal isn't very well known for shredding tanks, so I'm a bit skeptical about that. At the same time, we do have a Lulu pick in the red team, so it'll be a Lulu Tristana versus an Ezreal Janna bot lane. It'll be interesting to see which way it goes. I'm personally not sure about this because I would say if Team Nightmare Stories has watched the last game of Reverse Culling, they should ban the GP. Gangplank mid is a real threat. He has OG Defro has played Gangplank mid and has successfully played it against a Lux in a lane, and TD Beast has played only Lux in their first series. So I'm curious to see what happens here, because if they do let go of the Lux, then OG Defro might go for something like Gangplank again, because he has shown that he's capable of playing the Lux, capable of playing the Gangplank. So, but that is a Graves lock-in, so it'll be a Graves jungle. I haven't seen Graves jungle in recent couple of months, because it's as I said, land of tanks. And Graves did get nerfed the last time he was picked, so after that they just forgot about Graves, and now we see a Nasus pick for the top lane. Nasus versus Trundle. Though Trundle does counter all tanks, but Nasus can be such a beast if he keeps on farming. But OG Defro goes for an Ahri, which is a very safe pick. Can lane against any player, and TDBs go for the Lux again. It's like he's played only Lux in the first two games, and in the first series, and now he's playing the Lux again. So far, I do like the blue side team composition because they have a bit of everything. They have a good front line. They have Nasus. They have good damage coming from many sources. They do have a disengage from Janna. They have bits of everything, so that they can they do have a lot of split pushing power as well, because Nasus can split push a long mile, and Jarvan is a very good early game jungler. He can gank really well. He has good ganks at ganking. And then you have this red side. Even Trundle is a very good split pusher, but essentially, and Tristana will scale pretty heavily, but the question mark is actually the Graves, because the last time Graves was played, Graves was dropped down because he did not have a lot of ganking priority. He needs a bit of farm to just gank. He doesn't have real gank setup, so your bot laner has to, or your laners have to set up the gank for you, or you have to just flank, which is kind of risky. But as well, Grave does have a lot of damage still, but as a jungler, it's still a question mark at this point. Yeah, Nasus into Trundle is certainly risky. There's no doubt about it. But if you are comfortable on the Nasus, you can pick it. It's not the absolute worst of matches, because Nasus doesn't entirely go full tank. So he does have enough damage to burst a Trundle down. So I am favoring towards the blue side composition because it looks more well-rounded in my opinion. But I want to hear you guys say it. I think a few of you are watching. I want you guys to let me know that what you guys think, which team has the edge, and why, if you want to. And that's about it. I'm just gonna wait for the spectator delay to just come, to just kick in, and then we'll dive into the game. So still waiting for the game to start. We'll start, shotcasting again after the game has begun. So not much to say at this point. I've said what I had to say before. So yeah. I'm not eating chips, it's meat bun. So yeah. I don't know why it sounds like chips. Just going to realign, and there is a pause. So they are resuming now. Gonna pop them in. So the game has resumed, and we can see Jarvan going down here, down the red side of his jungle. And another pause. Looks like the red team ADC is AFK, so we're going to pause it a bit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a bit of water.
30 seconds until minions
I'm
spawn.
back. So we can see the red team is actually moving towards the jungle. They are looking for an invade, but no, they do back off because there was a ward there for the blue team. So they spot that out and then they just back off, and they do not want to cause any conflict at this point. Things going about there, and Nasa is going into the jungle to to maybe place a ward. Yeah, he does place the ward and just going to walk back to his lane. So Grave starts the blue, Jarvan starts the red. So it'll be interesting to see the mid lane. The mid lane match will be certainly interesting because Ari is a champion that can, does have CC, does have enough damage, and a well-landed charm can be disastrous. Whereas Lux's stun is fairly slow. The projectile speed is really slow, so it'll be interesting to see if he can land her stun. So we can see in the top lane Trundle trying to freeze the lane to deny the stacks for Nasus, to deny the farm for Nasus. He does look for the scalpels, but normally it's trick of the trade that you push out the first wave so that you reach the early level 2, and then you can force a sort of a head-to-head battle against your laner, because you do have the level advantage. Right now we can see in the bot lane the red side is pushing, in the top side the top lane the red side is pushing, but the mid lane is, so far it's even. Nasus trying to farm under turret. He does farm a decent under turret, so it shouldn't be a concern for the red team. A bit of scuffle going on in the top lane, but nothing very expensive. The junglers are still farming from each side. But there is a gank in the top lane by Jarvan. He just, flag and drag just to give a bit of damage onto Trundle. Not that it's very significant, because Trundle's passive is very, will heal him up very quick. Trundle does have a lot of lane sustain. The charm lands wide though, and that could have been a good trade. But Nasus should back, but Nasus doesn't want to back. He wants to fight on his E now, because Nasus's E is shredding armor, so it is very good to fight on. So, but the trade in the top lane does go even, but Trundle has more sustain than Nasus, so it'll be interesting to see. They do pop their potions, so but Tristana uses the heal. Wait, did I notice it? No, he used the heal. Why did he use the heal? Probably a misclick. But we can see now Nasus pushing the wave. A bit of a problem for Trundle, I guess. In the bot lane, you can see, Ezreal is farming really well. So the game is still pretty even, but there are slight CS leads in the lanes, but that is a charm landing onto Lux, and that's a lot of damage. I'm just gonna pause a bit because it did lag, so I'm just gonna wait it out. Let the data come in a bit more, so that we have a smooth experience while we watch the game by stream or myself. Since I am watching the game and shoutcasting, so yeah. So we can see the junglers meeting, but there is Ari. The flash is proc, but he does wait, and that might be first blood to Ari. Very well done. They pop the flash first. Ari does not go for the charm that early, waits, and then just has enough damage to move forward with. Now we can see Jarvan taking the red buff, does have level 6 now, can look to gank the bot lane perhaps. Yeah, he is pinging in the bot lane, probably wants to get there and do a gank. There is no ward for the red team in the bot side, that might be a gank, but Janna turned into a chicken. And there is a gank, but Tristana's level 6 though. Jarvan waits, doesn't use the ult because Tristana does have her jump. Nasus is farming really well. Nasus has 99 stacks at the moment. It is just 9 minutes in the game, and that's pretty good. The hit does not stop the recall, so basically they'll be back in the lane. But Nasus does spot Graves, but Graves dashes through the terrain, and that is a gank in the mid lane again, and a goat flash by Lux, but that would not be a kill. But still, no summoners were blown on the side of the blue team, other than Ignite. No kill also taken. She does survive with just 100 HP. So looking at the game, Ari does have a kill on her name, and Ezreal is farming really well. 86 farm compared to Tristana's 70. He does have a Mastery 6 on Ezreal, so that is a well practiced ADC from him. And And as I said, you know, it's hard to land the charms, the binds from Lux. So if she does miss the bind, then there's an opening, and Ari can just exploit it. Being being a person, you know, who plays mid lane quite a bit, the trick of the trade, the thing about trading in the mid lane is that you actually use, but that is a gank in the top lane, and Nasus will fall. Graves uses the ulti for some reason, but coming back to the mid lane, you always trade when the opponent later doesn't have any, you know, all his or her, you know, damage spells are in cooldown. Then you can just go for the trade, and you are sort of guaranteed to win it. So you know, since Lux's projectile speeds are slightly slow, Ari can use that to her advantage, because once she can dodge those spells from Lux, she can just go in to try to deal some damage of her own, and that'll be that's a very good opening from an Ari's point of view. There is a ward in that brush, so Jarvan will clear that out. So knowing well, the matchup is fairly going in the side of Ari. Ari is kind of pushing Lux under her turret, causing Lux to have some problem. But Lulu uses Lulu makes Jarvan into a squirrel, and you know, there's no more ganks. No. The bottle, Jarvan has tried to gank twice in the bot lane, so. But Jarvan going very aggressive onto Graves, but Ari notices that Graves flashes out, so tries to charm the Lux pieces, and that's okay. But now, there are fights in two fronts right now. One in the top lane, one in the jungle. But Jarvan does take the kill onto Graves, and that's a kill in the top lane. But I think Nasus might die, so it's a 1-for-1 in the top lane. Trying to trade blow for blow, but their 2 kills went down, 4 kills went down, 2 for each team. But that's a flash charm onto the Lulu, and Ari executes that really well and gets the kill. So for that extended fight, Team Reverse Culling come out, you know, with one kill extra. So that is, you know, that is an extra kill in the back for them. And you know, I expect, but Ezreal is farming really well. Ezreal is trying to farm, trying to stack that tiers. Will go for the mana Munerator, which will turn into a Muramana. Doesn't have enough tank trading abilities, but there is really not a tank other than Trundle. So it'll be interesting to see how he rotates on that. That's good dodging by Jarvan, trying to not get caught in Lux's bind. But so far, he does have 171 stacks on his Q, and this is just 15 minutes, so Nasus is stacking really well. So that is a bit concerning, because Nasus does deal a lot of damage despite being a bit tanky, but he is going for the Triforce, and the Bramble Vest is helping in extended fights, because due to the grievous wounds, Trundle cannot heal as much, so because his passive does heal him when minions die. And Ari taking the blue, gonna go back to the lane. And there is a sort of fight in the top lane, but Trundle wants to, go back. Nessus decides not to follow because Graves might be there. No need for him to, show this much aggression because he can just stack up and, be this late game monster who can just kill the carries so fast. But so far we can see Trundle winning out those trades because he does have the Sheen. The Sheen does deal a lot of damage for Nessus. Hello, Martin. So yeah. So going back to the top lane, there is a fight in the top lane again. Jarvan is right there, but they do not wish to commit anymore because the wave is pushing under his turret. But Ari does roam in. Lux is recalling. This might be bad news, but a good sidestep by Lux manages to sidestep the charm. And now they might go on to the Ari, but that's a kill. And he just barely survives. But that's a 1-for-0 in the favor of Team Nightmare Stories. But again, he dives onto the Trundle. He does have enough damage at this point, and Jarvan's here to back him up. But Lux is all alone. This might be a kill onto Lux, but no CC from either side. He could have just sidestepped that and rather than wasting a flash, but he does flash away anyways. The thing with Janna is pretty early, pretty anti-siege. She can stop the sieges from happening, and so yeah, there is a bit of fight going on in the top lane, but Trundle is not doing much damage to Nessus right now, so they're getting a lot of push priority in the bot lane. They should just try to not let the turret fall, but there is Ari. That's a lot of damage dealt onto Lulu, but there is a flash going down and exhaust as well, trying to stop from Jarvan to cast the ult. So, but essentially Janna did save them, so Janna's ult wasn't exactly needed because Jarvan was right there. And there is a gank, but that is a flash from Lux and not very well executed. Then now the TP gets cancelled by Nessus. So TP down for Nessus, and now they Ari did flash, I think, in that instance, maybe. And now Ari wants to go back to base because Graves is just there and doesn't want to give up the kill, but Lux flashes pretty preemptively, and Jarvan just waits out the flash and then has the ult, so an easy pick up kill for them. And now Lux has no summoner spell, so she can be pretty much focused, and then probably be taken down as well. So, looking into the game, Tristana is farming pretty well, so is Ezreal, so they're both farming up both the ADCs. But so far, most of the kills for the blue team has gone to Ari. Ari has pretty much finished her Moronomicon, and now she's going for the Lich Bane. No, not the Lich Bane. My bad. That is probably but that is a lot of damage coming from that bot lane. But the charm hits, and suddenly Tristana dies, and she's going for the Luden's Echo. My bad, she's going for the Luden's Echo. So that was a very well landed charm, and that is Jarvan taking the kill onto Lux. Lux getting caught, didn't have the flash, so just instantly dies. Meanwhile, there is focus in the top lane. Nasus tries to kill the Graves because he knew there was no way he could have survived. The blue team take the first turret, and there's Ari right now, and and the red team cannot take that turret. The blue team saved their top lane outer turret, and now they are looking to take the Ocean Drake, which will help them heavily because Ezreal is still farming up. Nasus is still stacking up his Q, so it will help them. Sol is good in the laning phase. But so far there's been 8 kills for the blue team and 5 kills for the red team, and Jarvan and Ari are both 3-1-3, and Ezreal does have a kill and an assist in his name as well. So but Trundle does have 3 kills, so Trundle will be a bit hard to stop later. But they do go for the lane swap, knowing that but Graves is in the top lane. Graves is sticking around there, and Jarvan is still busy trying to clear wards, and might be able to help in the bot lane as well. So yeah, we can see a ping coming from Jarvan. Jarvan wants to come down the bot lane. The red team bot lane does want to back off, and they do back off and give some room for Nasus to farm. Lux also roams to the bot lane. But Nasus gets caught in the bind. I don't know why, but that's a lot of damage by Nasus. Jarvan is there. Jarvan will try. Nasus still isn't dead yet, but manages to dodge the spells. And there is one more kill onto the Ari. Ari gets a double kill. Jarvan picks up a kill as well, and that's a 3-for-0. Ari is just so domineering in this match right now. They can't deal with her, and Lux isn't a very good mid laner. A lot of people say Lux has wave clear, etc. But the thing is, Lux has very unreliable CC because
a summoner has disconnected.
So they are reconnecting Battle Pain.
A summoner has reconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
So he did reconnect, but this is a very poor performance by Lux. She is 0-3-1, does have CS, but that is not a very good performance. Well, your opponent laner is 5-1-3, and so much presence in the map. Lux isn't very much well known for her split push, and her Her lockdown is very iffy because her stun is very unreliable because anyone can dodge that in a sense. So yeah. So the lane swap for the blue team has worked wonders for them because they picked up 3 kills in the bot lane and then they picked up the inner turret. So you know they are about 7,000 gold in the lead, and they are looking to get the mid lane turret as well. That extends their lead to 8,000, and they look like they're running away with the game. And Ari and Jarvan are so far ahead at this point that you start to wonder that, And that was a death burst set up by the blue team, and Graves just walks right into that and just gets hammered. And there's an Nasus! He does use the Buster Shot to save his life, and 2 ultis used trying to save himself. But that's a lot of damage from Ari, and now they are going to look forward to cleaning this up. That's a kill for Jarvan, a kill for Ari, and a kill for Nasus. So far, all the jungler, the top laner, and the mid laner of the blue team are just clicking and just taking down, doing those fights and just taking them down. Those are 3v4 fights and they are still winning them. It just shows how much the lead matters at this point for them. Looking at individual gold differences, you can see Nasus is about 1200 gold ahead, but the Jarvan is about 2000 gold ahead from the Graves. The Ari is about about 3000 gold ahead from a Lux, and it's just scaling up. And now we can see he's going. Nasus trying to kill the Graves, but does not. Just failed to do that. I'm just gonna pause for a bit, but he does. He looks like he's going to be walking away because the red team don't want to chase him. Looks like they don't want to chase him. He's just going to walk away. I know it's a kill ratio for 15 to 6. The blue team has taken 3 turrets, whereas the red team has taken no turrets, and they will be taking that top outer turret as well, and that is more gold coming for them. It's now a 10,000, almost a 10,000 gold lead, and very significant right now. And the red team are gathering in the mid lane, trying to make something happen, but the blue team are probably calling for the Baron. They do start up the Baron. There are no visions there. Everyone is running towards the Nasus to kill him, but Nasus clearly knows now that he's being focused. But that might be a kill onto Nasus, but it's totally worth for the blue team because they will pick up the Baron on 4 people. They lose one person, but they do pick up the Baron, and that is that looks pretty bad for them at this point. I'm just gonna go and check the last. So far, the team reverse culling are showing a lot of proactivity. They're trying to push the waves. They're trying to take the objectives. They're doing everything right at this point, and they have a, a 10,000 goal lead to, show that yeah, they are playing really well, especially the Ari. The Ari has been playing really well. 7-1-5 at the moment, has very good farm as well. So there is a TP coming from the top lane from Chondo, and nothing much happens. So basically now Nasus has a way to push, but the Trundle just flashes into the fight, and now Ari is forced to just kite away. Ari does survive. They do pick up the They do pick up a kill on the Trundle. Jarvan flashes forward, does the flag and drag, and gets a kill. And Tristana takes down that, and that might be a pentakill for Ezreal. Ezreal picks up the pentakill for the blue team, and Nasus just pushes the top lane and going to take an inhibitor as well. There's going to be 2 inhibitors for the blue team. The death timers are pretty significant. They might end the game. And looking over the fight, and that is game 1 for Team Reverse Culling. They played really well. At the end, the Israel does pick up a pentakill. So yeah, very well played by Team Reverse Culling. And it was kind of like a very good game for them, because they gave up no turrets. They gave up a few kills, but no turrets, and they managed to close out the game pretty well, and well played. So now I'm going to host for the second game. So waiting for players to join so that we can start the game.
Sam, Kobe Hartman, Kensler, and Aiden Zaire Moon, who's
here a lot for you as well, and it will help the rest of the team. We're very excited to see you there. Let's take a look at the bracket and talk about your possible opponents in the final, because tomorrow G2 up versus H2K. So in terms of worlds, right, you guys have sent Fnatic to the gauntlet no matter what. If G2 win tomorrow, that means that you guys either win the split or either second, and then you go to Worlds either way. So I can imagine you'd want G2 to win, but realistically, what do you think about this matchup tomorrow?
I think it's going to be favored for G2. I think they've picked up a lot in playoffs and they're playing pretty good right now. And I don't think H2K will keep up with them in macro.
Oh, I saw you, I don't know if you agreed.
After the Splash series, I'm not that sure about that one, because I think H2K improved a lot, and if they can just pull out their regular split performance, then they can, I think, beat them in the 3-2 fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should say G2 will win, so it gives them confidence. So
yeah.
you know they can.
G2 will 100% win. Yeah. I trust in them.
Good. So you have the blessing of these guys here. Hansama, do you have a preference for tomorrow? Obviously the G2, but who do you think will win?
G2.
G2, yeah.
Just talking about today's LCS because, you know, it's been a day of upsets because Fnatic has lost. G So yeah, waiting for Zero to come in. So waiting for the players to join in. God. Hello guys. So I'm just waiting for them to join in probably. So waiting for them to line up. Come on guys, line up. Let's it'll be interesting, top lane, but it'll be interesting. I'm sorry, I'm just watching the NA game where Ole is basically using Cowbell Alistair. Man, Cowbell. That's an amazing skin. But yeah, I'm still waiting for people to just join in. It's not many viewers on YouTube at the moment, so I might. Oh no. I'm just going to stream the game probably with no shoutcast because I have something to do. So probably the game will be streamed. But I won't be able to shoutcast that. So I'm just gonna turn off the sounds and all. So they are ready, they want to get into the game. Or maybe I'll do a shoutcast, I don't know. So, so I'm just gonna tell them to start because there's no point waiting around. So yeah. Not a lot of viewers today on the stream. So the game starts here, and since there are not a lot of viewers, I'll probably not shoutcast. So just enjoy the game, and that's all.
As you wish.
We do what we must.
turn.
Do not try my patience.
Let me get in there. I recommend skipping. Playtime's over. To the briny deep.
I'll come back stronger.
As well, trying to bait in Cody's son there. It did look Omar says, I'm close enough for
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Lucky them.
team's turret has been destroyed.
Thank you guys for watching. That's probably game 2 and won by Team Reverse Culling. Reverse Culling take their second series win. So congratulations to them. So that's it from us today, guys. Thank you for watching and good night.